Hello, membership coordinators. My name is Kathleen Moylan. I'm the area coordinator for the Western USA and Western Canada. Today, we're going to bring you a program on how to open a new club and what some of the best practices are and how to go about. Today with me, I have our Kiwanis International trustee, Katrina Barranco, the current governor of the Kentucky-Tennessee District, Kendra Skidmore, and the new club chair for the Pacific Northwest District, Greg Wiedrich. All three have significant experience in club opening, so I hope you enjoy our presentation.
Welcome to this space where our collective vision and actions have culminated in growth, excitement, and teamwork. Club opening development has long been touted a wasted effort, but today you will hear testimonial pieces woven together to illustrate why they are actually a significant piece in the future health of our organization. Using seasoned practices and new strategies from shared lessons learned, we are truly making progress to redefine and grow the service organization we all love. We always based any initiative or thought on three key: self-awareness and action. In this village of club opening, we are always welcoming and growing with those in mind of a more hopeful future. It all starts with yes. Yes to try, and in the process, learn and grow as a result of our personal and serviceable endeavors. Greg will lay out the critical pieces needed in every district. While fine-tuning may be necessary along the journey, we all realize the significance that developing infrastructure, fulfilling those key roles, identifying strategies, setting big stretch goals, and reassessing along the way for the health of all of our efforts. Our collective excitement is that this will prompt you and intrigue you enough to seek out further resources and guidance. The platform ahead is to share our experiences and give examples of why the interest is needed, the participant circle is growing, and the effort can be a success. Broaden your family of Kiwanian, our family of openers, and desire to meet amplified service needs, learning to speak the culture of Kiwanis with a prospective member and a community, and see what a community club can look like. Rise up to the challenge of club opening and enjoy this presentation.
Thank you, Kendra, for sharing the reasons why and advantages of opening new clubs. That's a perfect jumping off point for me to talk about infrastructure and processes that districts can use to accelerate their growth and meet their commitments towards their district and KI's goals. Past International President Polly Latt's theme was Good to Great, based on a book written by Jim Collins, who was our keynote speaker in Orlando last year. One of the very first things Jim recommends is getting the right people in the right seats on the bus. That's why I want to talk about infrastructure first. I'll use an example of a model currently in use in a number of districts and one that districts are moving towards. Each district membership team is led by a membership chair. There are 4 additional positions that round out the team: the chair of club revitalization, the chair of club strengthening, the chair of new club opening, and the chair of administrative logistics. There is also consideration to add a chair of social media and outreach. These roles are depicted in the diagram you see on the screen. Let me take a few minutes to describe these roles, plus others that are part of the team. The district membership chair leads the district's efforts by assembling the team, setting objectives and direction, and overseeing the annual strategy to ensure that team members at all levels are trained and ready to execute their roles. The chair of club revitalization is responsible for under charter strength clubs and collaborating to grow them back to charter strength and beyond. This role reaches out to every club in this category to describe the services available and solicit their approval for participation. The chair of club strengthening works with clubs at or above charter strength to provide training and coaches to help these clubs set goals and grow their membership. An objective is to make membership a continuous process within the club rather than be considered an ad hoc activity or annual event. The chair of New Club Opening works with sponsoring clubs and lieutenant governors to assemble teams with a variety of skill sets to successfully charter a new club, expanding the district's reach and bringing impactful service to new communities. The chair of Administrative Logistics oversees new clubs to ensure the paperwork and legal reporting is completed in a timely manner. This role is an important addition to the team. You want someone with good project management skills and an attention to detail. This role will help everyone sleep at night. The chair of Social Media and Outreach, the newest role under consideration, will design and manage all social media initiatives and identify demographics for new clubs outreach. A former SLP member might be a great candidate for the position. We have many different personalities in our districts, each with a variety of comfort levels. There is a critical layer of roles without which opening new clubs would not be possible. These include individuals to do computer research to identify prospects, callers to set up face-to-face prospect meetings, club openers to convert prospects into Kiwanis members, and club coaches to guide new clubs. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that lieutenant governors are critical to each club opening team. As you can tell, there are roles that everyone in your district or local division can play. Each of these roles needs to be filled to begin planning a club opening. Fortunately, there are scripts, tools, guides, and training available to prepare members for the roles they will play. And then we will solidify it with in the field real experience. Okay, so now we have the right people in the right seats. Let's talk about how to proceed from here. And by that, I mean, let's talk about strategies. Your governor-elect has met with our Kiwanis International president and has made commitments regarding how many clubs will be opened and what membership growth will be, along with some stretch goals. I would recommend you make your plans based on the stretch goals. A good vehicle for identifying where opportunities exist is for your governor-elect to speak to their class of lieutenant governors and ask where they see opportunities for new clubs that would have strong sponsoring clubs to support them. While they're at it, I would also ask for their opinion on clubs needing strengthening. Secondly, look for key clubs that do not have a local sponsoring Kiwanis club. A discussion with your key club administrator should identify cities where key club plans to expand where a Kiwanis club does not yet exist. This is a very strong opportunity for a new Kiwanis club. Where else? Review Kiwanis clubs that have closed in the past 5 years. Are there communities whose needs demand a new Kiwanis club? Are there communities experiencing exceptional growth? These should also be on your target list. Are there existing clubs whose population base would support a second club meeting at a different time? Considering our lessons during COVID-19, would there be a group in your district who would prefer an online meeting? We have many examples of successful virtual clubs making a difference. Okay, let's talk about strategies for new club opening in your district. What I look for in a strategy would be these 4 things: district background and history, assessment of the overall socioeconomic climate in the district, the strategy itself, and lastly, critical success factors. District background and history would discuss the district's past performance. It should include average gain or decline in the past 5 and 10 years. It should include what number of drops in September have been for each of the past 5 years. Are there any trends? What needs to be done differently to deliver better results? Are there divisions or clubs that regularly show major September drops? If so, how can we work with them to be more accurate during the year? Assessing the district's socioeconomic climate would evaluate how, and particularly this year during the assessing the district's socioeconomic climate would evaluate how, and particularly this year, the district is exiting the COVID-19 pandemic. Are businesses and employment returning to previous or near previous norms? Are some communities returning stronger than before? Have you gained new members during the current dues waiver period? Is your district anticipating a drop in overall membership this year? Are schools returning to regular operation, or are classes being held virtually? What new needs does this generate? What has happened with local nonprofits during this pandemic? Have some closed operations and increased the needs in communities? Club opening strategy. This is one of the district membership strategies. The others include club strengthening and revitalization of under charter strength clubs. The club opening strategy will outline how many clubs are planned to be chartered, the current target cities and timing of charters, resources and training requirements, special trends and opportunities in particular cities, and whether there exist any special relationships in those communities. And don't forget to lay out an action plan needed for the district to meet these goals. Make sure you have a plan B. Things change. What are the tier 2 cities that would be qualified to host a new Kiwanis club? Critical success factors identifies the 3 or 4 things that need to happen in order for a strategy to succeed. Any one of the CSFs not happening and not corrected would likely cripple the district's ability to meet its goals. These need to be monitored on a regular basis and dealt with immediately if they change. Examples could include an insufficient number of strong nearby sponsoring clubs, critical club opening resources committed elsewhere, or significant training required to ready the district to execute the plan. I recommend you review your district opening strategy regularly with your governor. Conditions do change. New opportunities may arise, and previous ones may have lost their urgency or readiness. The goal of how many new clubs, however, should remain the same. No matter what your district history is with club opening, it is a perfect way to jumpstart your growth plans. And the experience will energize your team and give the team new skills to effectively strengthen existing clubs. I wish everyone good luck in achieving your goals, and I am confident that you will if you have the right people on the team and consistently follow and adjust your district strategy. Lastly, I urge you constantly to focus on the critical success factors and respond immediately to any changes. I should also mention that opening new clubs is fun. Thank you.
Kendra mentioned the many benefits and rewards of opening a new club. We know that every district benefits from increased membership because with that comes increased service in their communities. But it also increases the pool of potential leaders for the division and for the district. And the reward, the joy of hearing that first member say, yes, I will join the new club, or I will join the existing club, or that person that says, I've been looking for a way to serve my community, and I think Kiwanis is a perfect vehicle for that. Or that existing member that was a little hesitant about recruiting, but went out, got excited when they realized that people were receptive to Kiwanis, that they did want to join. And I had a member call me that worked on an opening team, and they said, I went back to my club, I shared my experience, I told them what I had learned, and that year our club recruited 8 new members. So it's more than just having a training ground for existing clubs. It also gives that club new energy and new ideas so that they can move their club forward. It's a win-win for the new club community and for the existing club community. So Greg gave us the how to put a team together, how to set goals, how to set timelines, and how to monitor the progress of that team. We have found that new clubs that are successful have several things in common. Number one, they have a strong and continued coach on site helping them. Number two, they continue to have the support of the sponsoring club, of the division, and of the district. And number three, that new club commits to having service projects early on. And hopefully the sponsoring club or even clubs around that new club can come in and help them with their initial service projects. And lastly, and really important, is that the new club continue recruiting, that after the opening team leaves, they organically grow. The new members go out and find like minds and people that they know. With that said, the coach and the sponsoring club and the district needs to continuously help them with resources and encouragement on how to continue recruiting for their members. As Kendra stated, opening new clubs is all about strengthening our Kiwanis family. It's all about strengthening our family of openers, and it's about ramping up service in every one of our communities. It is about attitude, commitment, and action. I challenge you to give club opening a try, because not only will it change your life, but it will change the lives of so many others.